This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Jacqueline Matter. Thanks for joining us. Tampa residents and police are on edge tonight after 4 bodies have been found shot to death in the same neighborhood. On October 9th, 22-year-old Benjamin Mitchell was shot to death. 2 days later, 32-year-old Monica Hoffa was killed. And on October 19th, 20-year-old Anthony Nioba was murdered after taking the wrong bus home from his new job. Police believe the latest victim, 60-year-old Ronald Felton, was crossing the street around 5 o'clock this morning when the suspect came up from behind and shot him. Police say until evidence says otherwise, they believe these 4 deaths in the Seminole Heights neighborhood are connected.
When I look at the proximity, I look at the 4 victims now were all alone, probably distracted. I'm convinced that they're linked together. You have to understand, I don't want to create a panic by linking 4 murders together, but I also have an obligation to the citizens and the residents of these communities to tell them they need to be careful out there.
Police say they're boosting patrols across the area. Earlier today, law enforcement also urged parents to keep their children home from school. This as they plead with anyone who may have information to come forward. Well, detectives are looking for 2 suspects targeting local electrical supply companies in Charlotte County. This surveillance video caught the men in action on camera. Police say the first suspect is a Hispanic male wearing a gray shirt and a black knit hat. You can see him walking inside, distracting the employee, while the second suspect cuts wires to the security system. Detectives say the second suspect is a black male in khaki shorts and a white shirt. If you have any information on their identities of these 2 men, you're being asked to call Southwest Florida Crime Stoppers. Over the past few weeks, the Manatee County Sheriff's Office has responded to multiple vehicle break-ins in the area. Deputies say many of the doors have been unlocked during these crimes. Law enforcement is looking for this man. He burglarized multiple unlocked vehicles in Chelsea Oaks. If you have any information, you're being asked to call the Manatee County Sheriff's Office. The Sarasota County Sheriff's Office cracking down on speeding drivers along I-75. At least a dozen traffic units were out enforcing the speed limit this morning in both directions. Deputies say they're focusing on speeders, drivers failing to move over, and distracted and aggressive drivers. The Sheriff's Office posted on Facebook and Twitter this morning that drivers consider this their warning to obey the law. The Mayor's Feed the Hungry program continues this week here on the Suncoast. It's a program that's helping people who may need a little boost this holiday season. ABC7's Rick Adams has more from the Publix at University in Tuttle.
Well, this is certainly a great way to get into the holiday spirit of things. A lot of these shopping carts are being filled with a lot of these turkeys. Many folks are showing a lot of heart. People are donating turkeys or donating money. Christian radio station Joy FM is holding their T-shirts for Turkeys drive this week at select Publix locations in Sarasota County and Bradenton. All the turkeys and all the money raised goes towards the Mayor's Feed the Hungry program.
There are lots of families that are homeless or hungry. There are a lot of working poor. And Mayor's Feed the Hungry reaches out to these people year-round. But especially during the holidays, we like to do what we can to provide a good holiday meal for the families that otherwise are going to go hungry.
The goal with this drive is to collect around 2,000 turkeys locally and more than 15,000 turkeys between Florida and Georgia. Some folks donated 1 turkey, while others donated many more. Kathy Antini is someone who did her part. She made a donation of 2 turkeys.
If we all pitch in, everyone can have a great Thanksgiving, and it's really just about helping other people.
Helping other people is what Mayor's Feed the Hungry has been doing so well for 30 years. In addition to the turkeys, the organization accepts a variety of foods which are distributed to thousands of families.
The community comes together. We have over 200 volunteers that have taken out boxes. They bring them in. We're collecting food from over 400 different locations. And that means that we'll hopefully get 50 tons of food, and we give it that away free.
And the Mayor's Feed the Hungry program will be going on for the rest of the week, so you still have plenty of time to help out. Distribution of all the food will take place on Friday at Ed Smith Stadium. Reporting from Sarasota, I'm Rick Adams, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Rick. Well, it was a beautiful day out today. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Well, it's a beautiful night, too, Jacqueline. Right now, we're looking at high pressure dominating the weather over the southeast United States, and it's providing us with a northerly flow, a breezy night, too, and looks like it will start off pretty cool tomorrow morning, upper 50s to low 60s across the area, and that will accompany that with some breezy conditions will make it feel a little bit cooler tomorrow morning, so keep that in mind. Temperatures getting back down to more seasonal averages, it looks like. Highs tomorrow will be generally into the upper 60s again to I should say highs will be into the upper 70s, right around to the average, which is 78 degrees. We have a small craft advisory in effect. You see that all in purple right here. That is in effect until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. We're expecting seas up to 4 feet high right through 10 o'clock. Now, we have this low pressure area, a little piece of low pressure area moving through the Bahamas now, and that high to the north of us, causing that stronger wind out of the north and northeast. Currently, it's 66 degrees. We have fair skies. The dew point has dropped a little bit. It's down to 60 now, and winds out of the northeast at 8, and the pressure 30.01 inches. That continues to rise now, and the high pressure ridge will stay with us over the upcoming days, right through Saturday before the next cold front arrives. And again, the evening planner pretty much right on target there. Clear skies we've had. As far as the Gulf water temperature, 74 now, 66 in Bradenton, 67 in Northport, Inglewood at 69, 67 in Punta Gorda. The same temperature into Arcadia, 66 in Wauchula. Those winds out of the northeast now at anywhere from 15 to 20 miles an hour elsewhere outside of the airport reading. That's the same story down south out of the north and northeast at around 15 miles an hour. We'll let you know about this windy weather when that will move away, and also talk about a cold front headed our way for the weekend. All that coming up in just a few minutes. Jacqueline?
All right. Thank you so much, Bob. The Northport pool at the YMCA is closed until further notice. The city is working to replace the broken pool heater. First, the city will have to secure quotes, identify funding, and schedule the replacement. At this time, the temperature of the water is not convenient for swimming, and given the forecasted weather, the water temperature is not expected to rise substantially. The YMCA will keep the pool closed until the replacement is complete. A movie based on the life of a legendary golfer will now be filming right here on the Suncoast. A documentary about golfer Chichi Rodriguez will begin filming here as early as next month. The production is moving here after Hurricane Maria wiped out shooting in Puerto Rico. Sarasota County Commissioners approved an incentive package requested by Film Commissioner Corcoran. If the movie makers spend $400,000, the county will offer a rebate up to $80,000. Corcoran is happy to have the film titled Bullfighter on the Green coming to the Suncoast, but she says it's sad due to the negative conditions in Puerto Rico.
And it's all about the life of Chichi Rodriguez, a very famous golfer who changed the complexion of golf forever. He broke racial barriers and ethnic barriers, height barriers, a wonderful, wonderful part of golf history. And it was supposed to shoot in Puerto Rico, but unfortunately due to the hurricanes, they had to find another location. And we have a local producer who has been working on the project and brought it to Sarasota County.
The film will be narrated by Malcolm in the Middle star Frankie Muniz. You can expect to see Muniz and Rodriguez right here on the Suncoast throughout the course of production. Governor Rick Scott is deploying 50 Florida Highway Patrol members to Puerto Rico to help with emergency management assistance. Troopers will be conducting security operations and traffic control in and around the city of San Juan. These troopers will unfortunately be sacrificing their time away from their families during Thanksgiving to serve in Puerto Rico, and their mission is expected to last about a month. Well, stay with us. Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your first alert forecast. Plus, a random shooting spree today in Northern California, leaving 5 people dead. And is there anything stopping President Trump from starting a nuclear war? A new poll shows many people are concerned.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential, there's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
ABC7 News at 7, weeknights.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Well, that breeze certainly felt pretty nice this evening.
It is nice. It's going to be kind of cool tomorrow morning for folks, too. Temperatures in the upper 50s with a breeze will make it feel a little bit chillier out there. We are looking at some decent sunset photos, again, sent in tonight. Van Way's a webcam showing a few clouds around earlier today, but most of those clouds have since moved on. We are looking at that windy weather, though, still continuing, and it will stay with us through Wednesday. As I mentioned, some nice shots sent in. This one of a paddleboarder out there. Raymond getting this shot. Looks like on Siesta Key. A little bit of wave action there. The waves will be higher tomorrow. And Gail getting this one of the Sarasota Bay Area. You see that right there as the sun was just getting ready to go below the horizon. Currently we have clear skies and 66 degrees. Nice out there. Humidity at 81%. Winds out of the northeast now at 8 miles an hour. The pressure 30.01 inches. High pressure dominating. Will stay on the rise too throughout the day tomorrow. The high today was a bit above average. We'll be closer to the average numbers tomorrow. In fact, the lows will be into the upper 50s, could be a couple degrees below average in inland locations, and we are looking for that cool trend to stay with us, at least near average or slightly below it on Thursday and Friday, with a stronger cold front due to arrive late Saturday and into Sunday. It's been a dry month so far for November, and we're nearing an inch below average for this month, but typically November, very dry month. 56 in Tallahassee right now. It's 52 in Jacksonville, 10 degrees warmer in Orlando, and still warm in Key West at 77, 74 in Miami. Around town, temperatures into the mid-60s, all up and down the coast, upper 60s in Sebring and Avon Park. The Gulf water temperature now 74 degrees and 66 in Braden. That Gulf water temperature is soon to chill out a little bit more so, especially next week as some chillier air moves in. Now the forecast for low temperatures tomorrow to start things off will be in the upper 50s here in downtown Sarasota. 45 though in Tallahassee, a bit colder there, and in Gainesville at 48 degrees. Much milder in Key West at 72. Highs tomorrow will top out in the upper 70s, again pretty close to seasonal averages for this time of year. No drastic temperature change here at this time, but we will see a little bit more so on Sunday, with highs only reaching into the low 70s on Sunday and Monday. Lows again to start Thursday off will be rather chilly, similar though to what we'll see tomorrow in the upper 50s. Now, get a look at the futurecast. It'll show some showers along the East Coast occasionally tomorrow, but they don't make it all the way over here. We'll see some residual cloudiness at times. This little disturbance, if you will, slides to the south on Thursday, and our winds will start to lessen somewhat. It's been breezy tonight. It'll stay kind of windy throughout the morning tomorrow, subsiding in the afternoon. Well, the big picture over the U.S., no major storms here over the deep south, Texas, all the way over to Georgia and the Carolinas looks to be pretty good right now. I mentioned that little disturbance right there heading off to the southeast. And then this one over the northeast, not doing a whole lot. We see a little low pressure trying to develop and pop up off of Long Island there. And over the central U.S., a little bit of a clipper system bringing some snow and showers to the Dakotas. And this large area of low pressure continues to funnel moisture in right there into Washington, and Seattle getting quite a bit of rainfall tonight. Boston, chilly 39, 34 in Buffalo right now. And in Detroit, it's 39, 33 in Billings, Montana, 44 in Denver, and temperature at 59 in Kansas City, 73 in Dallas, and temperatures over the southeast. Pretty cool, really. Atlanta at 44, so that cooler air staying well to our north right now, but eventually it slides down and moves in, it looks like, by Sunday afternoon. Well, for boaters tomorrow, unfortunately, a small craft advisory due to the breezy conditions. Winds will be out of the northeast at 15 to 20 knots, and seas running 2 to 4 feet, and choppy conditions out there in the bays and in the waters. Water temperature now 74, UV index 10. Tomorrow, beaches a high near 77. Low tide upcoming 5:15 in the morning, and sunrise will be at 6:51. Tonight, partly cloudy, breezy and cooler, 62 for your low near the water, upper 50s inland. Tomorrow, look for some sunshine mixed with a few clouds in the afternoon. It will stay breezy, and the extended forecast calling for more typical November weather right through Saturday, really, with some cooler air moving in on Sunday and Monday, highs in the low 70s. Jacqueline?
All right, thank you, Bob. Sounds pleasant. Well, is there anything stopping President Trump from starting a nuclear war? A CNN poll suggests 63% of the public says the president has been more reckless than responsible in his responses to North Korean threats. A hearing was held today on Capitol Hill discussing the president's sole authority to order a nuclear strike. CNN's Barbara Starr has more.
We will have no choice but to totally destroy North Korea.
A warning from President Trump: what will happen if the U.S. is forced to defend itself against North Korea?
The president recognizes that we're running out of time.
Many interpret that to mean that the president is actively considering the use of nuclear weapons in order to deal with the threat of North Korea.
The rhetoric leading to an extraordinary hearing. For the first time in more than 40 years, the Senate Foreign Relations Committee publicly questioning how and when a president can launch nuclear weapons. But this time it is also about Donald Trump.
We are concerned that the President of the United States is so unstable, is so volatile, has a decision-making process that is so quixotic that he might order a nuclear weapons strike that is wildly out of step with U.S. national security interests.
CNN has learned that some U.S. allies, as well as some in Congress, have sought reassurances that Trump could not rashly order a nuclear strike, even though he has the authority to do so.
Many Americans share my fear that the president's bombastic words could turn into nuclear reality.
But sharp warnings about changing decades of the president's ultimate war authority.
I think if we were to change the decision-making process in some way because of a distrust of this president, I think that would be an unfortunate precedent.
A former top nuclear commander underscoring a nuclear strike order must be legal in proportion to the threat.
If there is an illegal order presented to the military is obligated to refuse to follow it.
And no appetite for change from the defense secretary.
I think that we have to keep trust, keep faith in the system that we have that has proven effective now for decades.
The Republican National Committee no longer standing by their man, that man being Alabama Senate candidate Roy Moore. According to a Federal Election Commission filing posted today, the RNC has withdrawn from a joint fundraising agreement. The move means the RNC will no longer fundraise for Moore. This comes after accusations by women who said Moore pursued relationships with them when they were just teenagers and he was in his 30s. New details tonight in that deadly shooting spree in Northern California. At least 5 people are dead, including the gunman. Officials say he targeted several locations, one of them at an elementary school. And we now know the shooter tried to get inside the classrooms. ABC's Danya Backus has more.
Authorities
Authorities say it appears the gunman was randomly picking targets, shooting and killing at least 4 people by the time he started firing into Rancho Tehama Elementary School during morning drop-off.
He did shoot at a number of classrooms. It appears that because he couldn't make access to any of the rooms, that they were locked, that he gave it up.
A father who was at the school describing the scene to local ABC affiliate KRCR.
And all of a sudden, one of the teachers came running out around the building, told us to all run inside. There was a shooter coming.
Authorities say the shooting started just after 8 Tuesday morning and lasted about 45 minutes in Rancho Tehama Reserve, about 130 miles northwest of Sacramento. Police say the shooter stole a pickup truck and went on a shooting rampage. Neighbor Brian Flint says the shooter killed his roommate and was known to shoot guns late at night and even threaten them in the past.
We've made it aware that this guy has been crazy and he's been threatening us.
Police say the gunman also sprayed this truck with bullets, hitting a mother and her child. By the time it was over, there were 7 different crime scenes, 5 people killed, including the shooter who was shot by police, at least 10 others wounded.
Individual shooter was bent on engaging and killing people at random.
A semi-automatic rifle and 2 handguns were recovered. Law enforcement says the shooter had prior run-ins with the law, including assaulting a woman who was one of the people killed in the shootings. Danya Backus, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Sports is next, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
If anyone asks, here's what we've been doing all day.
We are WikiLeaks.
How did you get past our firewall?
We got your password.
How did you get our password?
It was 1234.
This is an important medical announcement. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to uncontrollable bleeding and even death. If you've been prescribed one of these drugs and have experienced these dangerous side effects, you may be entitled to substantial compensation. Studies show that Pradaxa can cause more heart attacks than warfarin, and other countries have already issued safety warnings against this drug. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. The call is confidential, there's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to Pradaxa victims, and thousands of Xarelto victims are filing their legal cases. Call the Drug Watch hotline if you or a loved one used Xarelto or Pradaxa and experienced uncontrollable bleeding, brain hemorrhage, or even death. You must call now.
Call 800-793-6055. 800-793-6055.
What if you had a medical emergency away from home?
My chest hurts. I can't breathe.
What you need is Mobile Help, America's premier mobile medical alert system. Most systems only work at home, but with Mobile Help, you get help outside the home with coverage nationwide on one of the largest cellular networks at the press of a button. Call the number on your screen for a free full-color brochure. We'll send you everything you need, including this base station, the patented mobile device, and the waterproof pendant and wrist button. You can also add the fall button that automatically detects falls and signals help. Call today and receive a risk-free 30-day trial. There is no equipment to buy and no long-term contract. For a limited time, you will also receive a free emergency key box with your plan purchase. Remember, Mobile Help keeps you safe coast to coast.
Call 1-800-916-8638. That's 1-800-916-8638.
For the last decade, SNS Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
It's the holiday sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKX Sport Utility for $349 per month, or Lincoln's flagship, the 2017 Continental, for $449 per month. We have a great selection of certified pre-owned Lincolns. These vehicles have warranties up to 100,000 miles and come with complimentary roadside assistance. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury. Winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Sun Coast since 1978. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41. Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Now, sports.
The Minnesota Twins' one-year turnaround has led Paul Molitor to be named the American League Manager of the Year. The Twins went 85-77 this past season and earned their first playoff spot since 2010 after losing 103 games in 2016. Cleveland Indians manager Terry Francona received 11 first-place votes to finish second, just one spot ahead of Houston's A.J. Hinch. And Torey Lovullo is the National League Manager of the Year after guiding the Arizona Diamondbacks to a 93-69 record and a wild card berth in his first year at the helm. Lovullo received 18 of 30 first-place votes and 111 points in voting by the Baseball Writers Association of America. Dave Roberts of the pennant-winning Los Angeles Dodgers was second, and Colorado's Bud Black came in third. Well, the college basketball season just starting to get underway, and already we have a meeting between the two top-ranked teams in the country. Number 1 Duke taking on second-ranked Michigan State. Late in the first, Michigan State leading 29-28. Duke's Gary Trent Jr. goes up for the lay-in, but it's blocked by Michigan State's Miles Bridges. If you take another look, there was a great block by Bridges. As time winds down in the first half, Duke leads by 1. Duke's Grayson Allen hits the deep three as time expires. Duke leads 38-34 at the half. The Blue Devils end up beating the Spartans tonight, 88-81. Well, that's a look at sports. We'll have tonight's winning lotto numbers straight ahead.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-628-1251, 800-628-1251.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
Don't allow your weight to threaten your health or control your future. Excess weight or obesity can cause emotional and physical health risks. But you can take control. The Your Weight Matters campaign offers free resources and tips to help you measure and understand your weight. Take the Your Weight Matters Challenge. The free toolkit prepares you to speak with a healthcare provider about your weight. Your weight does matter. Take the challenge and take control today.
We answered the call of duty and left our homes to serve in far-off lands. Now, we answer another call, this time at home, in our own communities, to respond in times of chaos, to use our strength, our skills, and our experiences to bring hope amid devastation and destruction. Together, as a team of brothers and sisters, we're continuing our mission to make this country a little stronger and a little better each day. We are Team Rubicon.
ABC7 News at 7, weeknights. The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
Get ready for some cuteness overload. Polar bear twins at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium are celebrating their first birthday. Neva and Nunik are getting special birthday-themed treats with their mom. And judging by the brown mud on their coats, they seem to be having a pretty good time. The one-year-old cubs have grown quite a lot in the past year. Neva now weighs 247 pounds. Her brother Nunik, a big 397 pounds. Certainly beats her. But they are pretty cute.
Yeah. Having fun with that weather, too. It's starting to get a little cold up there in Ohio, but not so much here, although it will be a little chilly to start things off tomorrow morning with a little bit of a wind. It will make it feel a little bit cooler, but not too bad. Temperatures staying close to seasonal averages right through Saturday.
All right, looking forward to it. Thank you, Bob, and thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow night.